What is up, all you beautiful people? We're back. We're going to be playing Magic. It's going to be Friday Magic every week. Um, I'll be, throughout the week, I'll be working on getting gold, gems, free packs, stuff like that. So we'll open those up on stream. I'm going to let you guys pick what packs we open, buy and open, and all that. We'll also be playing standard ranked. So after I play a few matches with the Gabos and everything like that, uh, I'll let you guys start picking what decks that I have, or pick decks from the decks that I have to play in ranked. See what we can do with them. If we get any good cards, we'll upgrade our decks and go from there and see how we do. Much appreciation. I love you guys. You guys have been great on support. We're up to 53 out of 100 followers now. Getting closer. We need, what, 47 more to reach that first goal. I also finally got my YouTube fixed and working, so I've been posting all of my streams over onto YouTube. It's still Desmond Start Gaming. There's only 2 videos there. I got it working yesterday, so I posted one from Smite yesterday. I posted one from Call of Duty yesterday. And then I'll be posting this one here today as well. And then later on today, I will probably be streaming again, playing Call of Duty with some buddies. So I'll put that stream up there too. I've also got Twitter working finally. Buddy's been trying to help me get that set up for a little bit, and it finally took. So stretching it out there a little bit too. Yeah, much appreciation. Love you guys. You guys are doing great. Appreciate all the support and the help. So, hi, beautiful. Thank you, buddy. Hi, Miss Caitlin. Yeah, I'm excited to get this started. Wake their asses up. It's 8 o'clock there. Totally kidding. Yeah, it's all her friends. It's Shy and her friends, so. Nah, they love Shy. Back's doing great. I just have to wait for my appointment on Monday. Finally get to figure out uh, when I actually get to go back to work. So that'll be nice. Once I get to go back to work, streams will still stay 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'll be streaming in the morning. Pretty much as soon as I'm done streaming, I'll be heading to work. When I get home, I'll eat. I'll upload the stream to YouTube and go to bed. And then I will come back, get up, shower, start the stream, go to work. Monday through Friday. Sundays, I will still be streaming from 10 to 2. Just not as hectic of a day. Saturdays, occasionally you guys may get an extra stream, but we'll see. Won't be a for sure thing every week. Still got to be able to spend time with my family, so. Yeah. Yeah, Twitter finally worked. I do have it on my Facebook page now under where it tells you what games I play every week when I stream them, along with my YouTube link, and it's again at Desmond Start Gaming. I literally got everything at Desmond Start Gaming. So anybody that comes over from Twitter, or catches me on YouTube, you guys can come over to Facebook, watch the streams live there. I'll be streaming only on Facebook for now until I can get my system to allow me to connect properly to YouTube and Twitter, and eventually TikTok. TikTok's a little bit harder to get it to stream to, so once I get it all figured out, I'll be streaming on multiple different platforms. Facebook will be the main one, so if YouTube is down or TikTok is down or anything like that, Facebook will be my main one that I stream on. And then if you miss a stream or come in late and want to see the beginning of the stream, it'll always go up on YouTube. Facebook, I've been struggling trying to get it to go into a collection so that I can keep all my streams on Facebook. There's a lot of little pieces that you got to work with, or I'm missing something, one of the two. So it was easier just to get it all done on YouTube. I talk a lot with my hands, I just noticed that. A lot. So YouTube will have all my streams and stuff like that. The first one I posted yesterday was a pretty good stream. We had a bunch of laughs. You'll see a rage moment during one of the Smite games. Missed out on about half of the match because my keyboard decided that it wanted to change my WASD from movement to open things while playing. Oh, there we go. I forgot that, yeah. Much appreciated, buddy. Okay, so yeah, Twitter is @gaming_Desmond. My apologies, guys. So, what was I saying? Dang. Oh, yeah, so it changed up things. It messed it up. Figured out what was wrong with the keyboard. I just need to replace the batteries. I'm using all wireless. It's easier for me. So I changed the batteries. The keyboard works beautifully now. It doesn't open things when I'm playing games or glitch out on me, so. Alright, so we can try to get a win so we can buy another pack. Each pack is 1,000 gold. And if I win one more, it'll give us enough to be able to buy 5 packs with gold. I have enough gems right now to buy 9 packs at 9 packs with the gems, but they're in sets of 3. And then I also have unlocked 3 packs of the Strixhaven. So, do you guys want to try to get a win real quick so we can open up buy another pack to open up on stream? Or do we just want to go ahead and buy packs? Much appreciated, Miss Caitlin. I think we should try to be able to buy another pack. Because right now it's 9, 12, 15, 16. We'll be able to open up 17 packs on stream. Let's try to go for it. Get the gobos going. Gobbo burn deck. I haven't had too much of bad luck with this deck. I'm still got more wins than losses with it. Kind of depends on the deck that I come up against. I'm not expecting these big decks to pump out as fast as they do. These new sets have got it so that, or it seems like these new sets have, you can build aggro big decks somehow. It's crazy. Came across a mill deck that somebody finally built. Back for now. 6. Throw you over here. That ended up working out pretty well. By turn 5, he had half of my deck milled already, and I was freaking out. Oh, greetings. If he becomes blocked, I get a 1/1 Gobbo token free. And then if he dies, I get to deal 1 damage. I can get a bunch of damage in real quick. Oh, I do need to change that up for you guys, don't I? So it's not in the way. There you guys go. Alright, let's get the mount play. Another Rager. away one by one at his life total. Heal gets bigger if I lose life each turn, so it's alright. Go ahead and kill that off just so I don't have to worry about that. Oh no! Doesn't matter what, man. You're gonna be pumping out gobos fast. I need to get him out there. 4 mana and I get 3 gobos. 2/2 because of him and then 2 1/1s. Oh, you don't want to kill him? Kill him. You won't ever get that 7 points. Alright, let's play him. Let's get him out there. You're either going to let me go through, or something's dying this turn. 2 things will actually die this turn. Go for it. Thank you. Kill your lifelink. Take action. Oh man. My screen. Block, a figure. If you gain life, you gain that much life +1 instead. And if you have 25 or more life, he gets +2/+2, which is alright. Not too terribly worried about it. I'm only losing 1 and you're losing 1, so it's a pretty good trade. Next, we're not going to attack this round. We're going to wait till next round. We might not win this one, guys. I don't have... Oh, I do have something. I can get rid of that. I just don't have it out right now. Alright, next. You block this guy, I'm still going to do a lot of damage to you. And if you don't, I'm just going to do a lot of damage to your life total. Okay. So you want your 5/5? No? Okay, so your 5/5 is gonna die? Okay, cool. Go ahead and activate ability. Go ahead and activate ability. And 5/5 is dead. You only have your little 2/2 flyer. I got a 2/2 that I can't do nothing with. But once the card comes out, I can... I guess it would be pointless then at that point. Ooh. Oh no, guys. Can't attack or block her. This kinda sucks. Come on. There we go. I don't have flying. I don't have a way to counter. Oh, I have one thing that can counter flying, but I haven't gotten it yet. It's a reach gobbo. I'm just gonna let it go through. Thanks, guys. No! Apparently you didn't have nothing in your hand that you could have played, huh? Oh, shit. Well, about to lose this gobbo, too. I can't block. Why you guys? I'm not playing that card. That's stupid. Is that it? It's not, but it's close enough. Gives me some blockers. Alright, next. All attacks. Cool. You're giving me a free Gabo. Thank you. Okay, you want to do that? You die still. Good shit, good play. It's actually a pretty good match. What I need is a shock so I can get rid of that. Shit. That's game. Good match though. That was a good game. You'll have to attack with all three. I'll just block your big guy. 3 points on the nets. Alright, well that didn't work out very well. Got a shock. Should be able to get another mana. Where did everybody go? Oh, play a bunch of those. Is that all that you got in your deck? Is that type of land? Alright, got him back down to our level. Okay, get a free Gabo. No? Alright, I get a free Gabo. I think you're okay, but damage stays. I kill it. Good try. Good try. Probably should have mulliganed. Didn't have enough little cards to get out there. Think you're gonna have me. I'm still killing off all your creatures while you kill off my creatures. Good try, good try. I need land. Getting agitated at that shock yet? Somebody else jumped back into stream. Welcome. If I don't win this one, we're going to go ahead and open up packs. We're going to go buy packs and open up packs with the gold that I've got and the gems that I've got. Yeah, let's get... Wait, what's that going to be? 2 plus the number, so only 2. This will be 3. Let's go ahead and pop this guy out first. And then we'll pop these both out, so that'll be a 4-4 if he doesn't kill him, and these will be 3-3s, and these will both be 4-4s. Hi, Kyra. Aww. Do I hold off? Let's actually hold off for 1 turn. 1 turn. I'll let you hit me for that 3 because then I'm about to hit you for a lot more. No, I'm gonna do. I was trying to earn another 200 coins so we could buy an extra pack. It's not working out so well. I lost the first match. This is the second match I've played since the stream started. Oh, you evil fuck. Should have attacked. So I will do it after this match. Ooh, and this guy has safe. So yeah. Screw you and your thing. I'm going to go ahead and pop it all. I should have done the first attack. They're Gabos. You gotta sacrifice Gabos. It's cannon fodder. Welcome to the stream. Really gonna hit me when I play that unless I get mana. Well, if I get 1 mana, then I'll just play that, get some free tokens out, so I'll get bigger, and then I'll pop them with this. So this thing will die. if he blocks with it. Anything he blocks with it. Oh no! Okay, whatever he blocks with, whichever one of these he blocks with, I'll just add that, which will kill that. And then I'll pop this, which will then make all my other guys bigger, which will kill that and still get damage through. So, let's go ahead and send all 3 attackers. Okay, so that's what I thought. So this guy is getting that. And then they're all getting bigger. With that. Trading creatures, which is always good. And yeah, I don't think this is good for us. Oh, and then they don't untap. Good game. I just lost. I'll lose next turn. That's 11 damage next turn. My creature stay tapped. Nope. That's game now. Damn. Go and get my little gobos to get off. To get a pop off for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and buy packs and see what we can get. Store. Packs. Alright, so I already have 3 Strixhaven, so I don't want to get any more yet. Want to see, probably try to get a little bit of everything, see what we get out of them all. I'm going to start with the gem pack, so we're going to buy 3 packs at a time. It's 3 packs for 600. I can buy 3 sets. So, minus Strixhaven, we've got Kaldheim, Zendikar, Core 21, Ikoria? I don't even know. Theros, or Throne of Eldraine. Which one are we buying 3 packs of first? And if anybody needs me to go back through these, I can. Kaldheim. The Eldraine. Okay, so we'll buy Eldraine. Ikoria. Alright, so do we buy 3 packs of Kaldheim, Zendikar, Core 2021, or 3 packs of Theros? Theros here? The teal one here? Okay. Now we can buy 4 more packs, and it looks like we've gotten Eldraine, Theros, Ikoria. Okay, so do we buy 3 packs of one, or do we buy 2 packs, 3 packs of one and 1 pack of another, 2 packs of 2 different ones, or 2 packs of one and 1 pack of the other 2, or yeah. We want Core 2021, Zendikar, or Kaldheim. Got 4 more packs. 2 of 2? Okay. Ooh. If we do that, I'll probably do 2 of Kaldheim, 2 of Zendikar. I really like the Zendikar. There's a lot of cards in there that I've been using. So I might do 2 of those and then 2 of Kaldheim. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go to packs. We got plenty of packs now. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 packs to unlock or open up. Is that right? 3, 5, 7, 10, 16. Alright, let's open up this Strixhaven. It's the one you get the most of right now. It's the newest set, so. Alright, as an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. That's actually pretty good in some of these decks that I've seen. Start from scratch, deals 1 damage to any target, or destroy target artifact. For 3 mana. Spirit you control, get +1/+0. I've got plenty of those. Or a few of those. Cards leave. When 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. This is actually the first time I've gotten this one, though. You can see up top, it says a first. Eager first year. Whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery spell, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Charge through, target creature gains trample until end of turn, and then you get to draw a card. This is actually pretty good. I like this. For 1 mana, getting a free card and giving one of your big green creatures trample, or one of your big creatures in general. And then Condrix, Pledge Mage. Whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Condrix, Pledge Mage. And then a common wild card, which will be nice because we can turn that into any card we want as long as it's a common. So I thought I turned all this down. Clearly not. Alright. And then our big card for this pack, Radiant Scroll Wielder. Instants and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. Sounds funny, but yeah, instants and sorcery cards can be creatures. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile an instance or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. You may cast it this turn. If a spell cast this way would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Alright. Not too bad. Got a Oh, 4 firsts in this pack. Alright. So claim the Firstborn. Gain control of target creature with mana value 3 or less until end of turn. And untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. That's actually pretty cool. For 1 mountain, steal a creature. It's not going to be a big creature, but it's still going to be a creature. That would actually work good in my Goblin deck. Steal their creature, sacrifice it. I got some cards that require me to sacrifice a creature, so that would be beneficial. When Professor of Symbology enters the battlefield, learn. And learn is you may reveal a lesson card from your own, or from outside the game and put it into your hand, or discard a card to draw a card. And then Practical Research, draw 4 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an instance or a sorcery card. So there's a card like this for the enchantments. They only get to draw 3 cards, and they have to discard 2 or discard an enchantment card. So, but this one costs more. Teach by example. When you cast this instance, your next instance of sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. It's a good one. I like that one. And then Unwilling Ingredient, little 1/1 menace, can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. And if you pay a swamp at 2 colorless, exile it and from your graveyard, and you draw a card and lose a life. That's actually a interesting combo that you could do with this. There's a few cards in there that every time you lose life, your opponent loses the same amount, and every time you gain life, your opponent loses life. So I've come across that deck, and it was a pain in the back end. Pretty much any time I did anything, I was losing life. And we got Spiteful Squad, has Death Touch, and enters the battlefield with 2+1/+1 counters on it. When it dies, put its counters on a target creature you control. That's another... They don't have a name for it yet, but there's a lot of cards that do that. It comes in with +1/+1 counters on it, and then if it dies, you get to move the counters that it has on it over to a new creature. And then Ageless Guardian, which is just a 1/4. I like the artwork on it, though. It's pretty cool. Then, a Mythic. A free Mythic. Not too excited to get those out as my rare for the pack, but it is hard to get the Mythic ones. It takes a while to get a Mythic one, but now I can create any Mythic card I want. Alright, Strixhaven. What do we got? We got another first, and we just unlocked a rare. So now we have one of each. We can create an uncommon, a common, an uncommon, a rare, and a mythic rare to any card that we have, don't have, and can put into our decks. Or we just want, because we like it. Every time you open a pack, you get a little mark. After you open so many packs, you start unlocking these. Alright, Silver Quill Command. Choose 2. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains flying until end of turn. I like that. Return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And target player draws a card and loses 1 life. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. So, pretty good. Most of the time when this card's been played against me, they've 3/3 and flying on one of their creatures, and they've made me sacrifice a creature. Last time it happened to me, he played 2 of them back to back, and I chose my little Arsonist Gabo. So I sacked those, did an extra point of damage. Still didn't win the match, but it was amusing. Academic Dispute. Target creature blocks this turn if able. You may have it gain reach until end of turn, and it learns. Non-common one, so now we have 2 of those. I'm sorry. Camarina and myself have gotten back into it. All because of a couple buddies. And Shy's trying to get into it too. Blood Researcher. 2/2 Menace. When you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Blood Researcher. Vortex Runner. As long as you control 8 or more lands, Vortex Runner gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked. And then Cogwork Archivist is a 4/5 reach, and you pay 2 colorless, tap it, and put a target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. You're welcome. At least it's cheaper than D&D. It's a less expensive hobby. Yeah. Hunt for Specimens. Create a 1/1 black-green pest creature token with when this creature dies, you gain 1 life, and then you also get to learn when you play it. So, alright, what's the big guy? Petrify? Destroy target artifact or creature. It can't be regenerated. That's weird, because I haven't seen any cards yet that have regeneration on it. Wait, why is this rare here from a different... Oh, because it's a different art. Different art. Never mind. Alright. So we did get a couple of firsts in this one as well. And after the first 3 packs, we've gotten a common, uncommon, rare, and a mythic. Alright. Alright, so what packs do we open up next? Yeah, I agree. Cameron and I play a little bit right now, but what packs we're gonna open up next? We got Throne of Eldraine, Theros Beyond Death, Corey, what? What are you? Hey, come back. Lair of Behemoths, Zendikar Rising, or Kaldheim. What packs do you guys want to see open first? Purple? Throne of Eldraine? Alright, first pack. A lot of firsts. I haven't bought any packs from this one. I've only unlocked one free pack of this. So, Edgewall Innkeeper. It's a 1/1. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, draw a card. It doesn't need to have gone on the adventure. Then blue. Okay. I could definitely do that. We got Wintermoor Commander. It's a 2-something. Death Touch. Wintermoor Commander's toughness is equal to the number of knights you control. Yes! I got a knight deck I've been building, so... whenever Wintermoor Commander attacks, another target knight you control gains indestructible until end of turn. That is amazing. That's going to go in my knight deck. So tiny. Flash, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -2, -0. It gets -6, -0 instead, as long as its controller has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. Ouch. Okay. The pixie has caught a human. Lash of Thorns. Target creature gets +2/+1 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Rosethorn Alkalite. Okay, so this is one of those adventure cards. So if you play the adventure first, you get the card back to your hand and you can play the creature later. So this one's a sorcery adventure, and it adds, you pay 1 forest to add 1 mana of any color. That kind of seems pointless. If you need that any color though. That one I guess is any color, so that's kind of good. If you've got a multi-tone deck. Overread, overthought. And then if you play the creature, you can tap it and add 1 mana of any color. And it's a 2/3, so that's pretty good. Next one is Smitten Swordmaster. It's also a sorcery. You gain X life, and each opponent loses X life, where X is the number of knights you control. Oh! Yeah, that's definitely going in my knight deck. Yes! I tend to produce a lot of knights when I play the knight deck, so... I might have to change it up, though, to a white-black instead of red-white. If we keep getting white-black, or make it a white-black-red deck. And then if you play it as a creature, it's a 2/1 with lifelink. Awesome. Didn't say please. Counter target spell, its controller mills 3 cards. Oh! Guess your opponent should ask you nicely to play a card. That's amusing. I like that card. The whole setup. The artwork is amusing. Didn't say please, just works for countering spells. And then you also make them mill cards for not asking permission. That is amazing. I like that. Alright, so big card for this one is Feybarrow Elder. Alright, Vigilance. Feybarrow Elder gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents you control. Then tap it. For each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that color. That would go good in a 5-tone deck. And it's a tree folk druid, so, or a tree folk creature. They brought tree folk back, which is nice. I used to have a tree folk deck. I love it. But I noticed the same with the tree folk as it is with the party deck. It's good to have for my personal opinion, is a 5-tone deck for them. So this would be amusing. Huh. We unlock enough. Might build a tree folk deck. So overall, that was a pretty good draw. Definitely got a lot of first, obviously, because I've only opened 1 pack, so... Dang, I'm getting more excited. Building up decks. Alright, so we got 4 new ones, or 4 first ones for sure. Alright, so Fairy Vandal, Flying, Flash. So Flash you can play on your opponent's turn. It acts like an instance card even though it's a creature. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Fairy Vandal. Bognaughty. It's a 3/3 flyer. If you pay a swamp and 2 colorless, sacrifice a food token creature, it gets -3. Sacrifice a food, target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Yeah, there's a lot of cards that create food tokens. It's scary. Food tokens, I believe, are the ones that allow you to get mana. And then Rimrock Knight. If you play the instance part of it, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. If you play the creature part of it, he can't be blocked. Or can't block. And he's a 3/1. Blow your house down. Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn. Destroy any of them that are walls. Oh, big bad wolf, 3 little pigs. Amusing as shit. Hey, they're starting to get a little crafty on some of these. That's amusing for me. Lockthwain Paladin. The 3/2 menace. Adamant. This spell has an additional effect if cast with 3 mana of the indicated color. If at least 3 black mana was spent to cast this spell, Lockthwain Paladin enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. Well, if it's a monotone deck, that's not hard. Dang. That might be a fun little ability to use. Alright, and then Smitten Swordmaster, so we got another one of those human knights. Again, life and each opponent loses life equal to the number of knights I control, which is nice. And then it's a 2/1 lifelink knight. And then another common wild card. And then the big card for this is Realm Cloaked Giant. Ooh, a mythic rare. Yes, so I already have one of these. And if you play the sorcery part of it, it's destroy all 9 giant creatures. It's a pain in the ass. This creature is a giant though, and it's a 7/7 vigilance. Went up against a deck that had 4 of those fuckers in there. And then cards to bring back creatures. And instants and sorcery spells. So. Alright. Not a bad haul on that one. Let's go ahead and see what this one opens up to. We're doing next. Alright. So we did get a couple, 5 more first. Alright, so Cauldron's Gift, Adamant. If at least 3 black mana if at least 3 black mana was spent to cast this spell, mill 4 cards. Milling yourself is actually a good tactic with some of these other cards. Some allow you to pull all the cards out of your graveyard or a bunch of cards out of your graveyard, you know, put them onto the battlefield for free. You may choose a creature card in your graveyard. If you do, return it to the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So yeah, this even helps you get somebody out for free with the +1/+1 counter on it. I've already gone up against somebody that uses milling themselves, getting cards back, and they're using a lot of scry. So they're seeing what's up top first before they mill themselves, and then placing those cards out. It was a pretty good deck. It annihilated me in like 4 moves. Keeper of Fables. It's a 4/5. Whenever 1 or more non-human creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. Forever Young. Put any number of target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library. Then draw a card. See? Pulling shit back from your graveyard. There's a lot of that now, so mill is kind of countered if people play cards like this, if they're going up against a deck like this. Weaselback Redcap Gabo, got that in my deck. Little 1/1, but you can pay 2 and give him +2, +0 until end of turn, which is nice. And he's only costs 1, so he's a free little cheap Gabo. Prophet of the Peak is a 5/5. When Prophet of the Peak enters the battlefield, scry 2. Not bad. Not bad, I like that. Fell the Pheasant. Fell the Pheasant deals 5 damage to target creature with flying. Create a food token. Okay, so food token. Pay 2, tap it, sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life. So it's gain life, not the mana. The mana is another one. Which actually makes sense as a food token to regenerate your health, so. And then the big card for this final pack from this one is Opportunistic Dragon, 4/3 flying. When Opportunistic Dragon enters the battlefield, choose target human or artifact an opponent controls. For as long as Opportunistic Dragon remains on the battlefield, gain control of that permanent. It loses all abilities and it can't attack or block. So that was actually a pretty good one. I wish they had... I don't know if they do actually, because I haven't gotten a lot of the packs yet, but I used to have dragons in my Gabo deck, and it was technically a dragon deck, I guess you could say. And every time I sacrificed Gabos, the dragons got bigger, meaner, eviler. more evil, not eviler. So that was a lot of fun. So hopefully there's some of those dragons in here too. I could put some dragons into that Gabo deck. Alright, so we're doing the blue pack next, Kaldheim. Was that the one you were talking about, Miss Caitlin? Okay. Alright, Kaldheim. Oh, shit. Okay, so we got 6 new cards out of this one already. Skimfar Elder Hall. Skimfar Elder Hall enters the battlefield tapped. It's a land card. Cool. Tap it, add 1 forest. Normal. Pay 2. Colorless. 2 swamp, a forest. Tap it. Sacrifice Skimfar Elder Hall. Up to 1 target creature you don't control gets -2/-2 until end of turn, and then you get to create 2 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens. Activate only as a sorcery. Love it. I love the elves. I used to have an elf deck. Gave it to my wife. That was the deck that she really, when she was first starting to get into Magic, that was her favorite deck of mine. And she used it in tournaments after she had to pull some cards out to make it standard legal. So, but it was still ended up being a pretty good deck. And we got Blizzard Brawl. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. If you control 3 or more snow permanents, the creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Then those creatures fight each other. Nice. Love the artwork. And then we got Seize the Spoils. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. Treasure token is the one that gives you the mana. There we go. Nice. So that one you just have to tap it, sacrifice it, and you can add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Yeah. That little guy feels very proud to have that chest. Sarl's Packmate? I don't know. I probably butchered that name pretty bad. It's a 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, you get to draw a card, and then you also can foretell for a colorless and a forest. Foretell, just during your turn, you may pay 2 and exile this card from your hand face down. Cast it on a later date for its foretell cost. So you just pay 2 colorless, place it face down on the battlefield, or off the exile technically, just out of the way. And then, so if you only have 2 mana, you can actually get it out there without paying the full mana cost right off the bat. It's kind of like Layway. Pay a little at a time, and then get your item. So you pay 2 colorless, put it out of bounds, exiled, and then at any point you can pay your forest and your colorless and play that from exile. So then we got Dwarven Reinforcements. Create 2 2/1 red dwarf berserker creature tokens and then foretell again. It does cost 4 mana. I'm trying to get enough dwarves. I kind of want a dwarf deck. I've had an elf deck before. I kind of want to make a dwarf deck. There's more dwarves in this set or in this block than I've seen in any of the other blocks. But I was also pretty new when I first started with it, so learning. From what I've seen, there wasn't as many dwarves as there are now. So I'm excited about dwarf decks. I love dwarves. I'm a big ass nerd. Yes, I know. Demon Bolt. It's 3, but Demon Bolt deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. And it also has foretell, which is nice. And then Draugr Thought Thief. It's a 3/2 zombie rogue. When Draugr Thought Thief enters the battlefield, look at the top card of target player's library. You may put that card into their graveyard. Dang. Alright. And the big card for this pack is the Blood Sky Massacre. Massacre. Create a 2/3 red demon berserker creature token with menace. On turn 1 that you play it. The next turn, on your next turn, whenever a berserker attacks this turn, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. And then on the 3rd turn that it's been out there, you add 1 mana for each berserker you control until end of turn. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. So when you're tapping mana, and getting all this, and technically, if you've tapped too much, you lose that mana on the next step. So going from main phase to combat, you lose the mana from main phase when you go into combat. If you play any more mana or pop any more mana, you lose it once you go into defender mode from the attack phase, so forth and so forth and so forth. It's not as big of a problem anymore, but when I first started playing, you if you had any extra mana on tap by the end of your turn, you took damage equal to, or any mana tapped that you hadn't used for the turn, at the end of your turn, you would lose life equal to how much mana you still had tapped. And then it would go away. Alright. Count time. Alright, what did we get? 6 more new cards. Alright, so Ruin Crown. Ruin Crown enters the battlefield. You may search your library, hand, and or graveyard for a Ruin card and put it onto the battlefield attached to Ruined Crown. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. So basically search anything for the most part and find yourself a Ruin card. Elven Bow. When Elven Bow enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 colorless. If you do, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token, then attach Elven Bow to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+2 and has reach. Dang. Dang. Okay. Brine Borrow Intruder. It's a 1/2 with flash. When Brine Borrow Intruder enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -2, -0 until end of turn. A little one mana costing little rogue, little buggard. Fearless Pup. Oh, he's so cute. Oh. It's a 1/1 first strike. Boast. Pay 2 colorless and a mountain. Fearless Pup gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Activate this ability only if this creature attacked this turn and only once each turn. Okay. Okay. So that's what Boast is. Plus it has first strike, so when it attacks, just pop it. If you got the mana for it. Or if you have mana on tap that you're not going to use, might as well. Bound in Gold. Enchant permanent. Enchanted permanent can't attack, block, or crew vehicles, and its activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Damn. There are so many cards like that now that prevent creatures or permanents from attacking or blocking. It's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure I could build an entire deck with just those type of cards and annoy the shit out of my opponents. Because I can think of four or 5 already. So that's already 16, 20 cards if you have 4 of each of them going into your deck. An annoyance deck. I should build an annoyance deck. See how many people I can get to forfeit the match. That might be fun to do. People have done it to me. It's annoying-ish. Alright, Grizzled Outrider. It's a 5/5 elf warrior. Little elf riding a grizzly bear. I say little elf. It's not little. And then Dwarven Reinforcement, so we got another one of them. That'll be nice. Alright, so the last big card for, or the big card for the last pack of this is... Yay! A wild card. Although we are building up right now, we can get 7 free cards of our choosing. So I guess it's not really that bad. I mean, at least we're not getting something we may or may not want. And we can actually pick something we want. So, that's nice. Alright guys. Are we moving on to Theros Death Beyond? Ikoria... What is that? Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths? Or Zendikar Rising? What packs do we open next? Alright, gonna open up a Korea. Let's do this. Alright. So I got a couple. Ooh. Open enough packs to. Got another free gold. Or rare. I say gold. Wow. Free rare card. So we got 2 new cards so far. And we got an uncommon wild card, which added to it. Alright, so Primal Empathy. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if you control a creature with the greatest power among creatures on the battlefield. Otherwise, put a +1/+1 counter on creature you control. So either way, get a benefit out of it. It's good. And then obviously the uncommon wild card. And then Honey Mammoth is a 6/6. When Honey Mammoth enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Dang. Dreamtail Heron. 3/4 flying. Mutate. Whenever this creature mutates, draw a card. Mutate is an evil, freaking, overpowered mechanic in this game. I hate it. Finally got a deck with Mutate. Finally got cards to improve that Mutate deck and started using it because it's broken. It's a pain in the ass to deal with. It reminds me of the old slivers. Just nerfed a bit. Slivers, every sliver gave all other slivers their abilities. So all slivers had everything pretty much by the time the slivers deck was done. Mutate, all mutated creatures, if they're mutated together, get all of the abilities from the creatures they've mutated together with. Pain in the ass. But it is a good deck. It's just a pain in the ass mechanic. There are ways around it, and I did figure it out after a while. Because they mutate together as one creature. So if you have Destroy Creature, they just lost 5 creatures. 1 creature, 2 creatures, 3 creatures, 4 creatures. However many creatures they've mutated together. So it can be, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I had an issue at first trying to counter it. And everybody was playing it when I first started playing MTG Arena. Of 1 mind, this spell costs 2 less to cast if you control a human creature and a non-human creature. So it'll become a 1 mana costing card instead of a 3 mana costing card, and you get to draw 2 cards for it. Love the artwork on it. Love it. What is that? Like a horse? Mystic horse? Suffocating Fumes. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn, or you can cycle for 2. Cycling just, you discard the card and then you get to draw a card. So. And then Spell Eater Wolverine. Spell Wolverine has double strike as long as there are 3 or more instants and or sorcery cards in your graveyard. And he's a 3/2. So, double strike. I love double strike. You hit first and then both creatures hit again. Or hit at the same time. If the the other creature that doesn't have double strike survived. The only way to counter this, sort of counter this, is having creatures with first strike, then they hit at the same time, and then the one with double strike gets to hit again. And then the big card for this pack is Hunted Nightmare, a 4/5 with Menace. When Hunted Nightmare enters the battlefield, target opponent puts a death counter on a creature they control. What? Target opponent puts a death touch counter on a creature they control? Why in the world would you even do that? Unless you got creatures that when they die... Oh, okay, never mind. I can see some benefits to that, actually. Knowing some of the cards that are out there. That might actually be beneficial. Interesting. That's the first time I've gotten that card. Alright. Next pack. Alright, so we got 3 new first cards. And got another common one. So we're up to 3 common, 3 uncommon, 3 rare, and 1 mystic rare. Since we started this, I had none to start with. So we've gained 10 free cards that we can choose any cards we want to use. 3 new cards. Alright, fight is 1. Choose 1 or both. Target human creature you control gets +1/+1, gains indestructible until end of turn. And target non-human creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains indestructible until end of turn. So either way, you can either choose one or both. Human, non-human, both get +1/+1 and gain indestructible till end of turn. And then for the first, Huntsmaster Liger. It's a 3/4 mutate. Okay. Whenever this creature mutates, other creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. That's pretty good. I like that. You may, my mutate deck is going to be getting changed up some. May make a 5-tone mutate deck now. Getting multiple colors of, all 5 colors of mutate. Sweet. Fire Prophecy deals 3 damage to target creature. You may put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library. If you do, draw a card. So, card in your hand you don't want, or too many big cards with not enough mana to play them, pop one underneath the deck. Draw a free card. See if you can't get a smaller card or mana, something like that. It does do 3 damage to target creature. I don't normally put those ones in there because I like to be able to choose whether I need to hit the opponent, its life total themselves, or destroy a creature. This one limits what you can actually do. Still a good card though. And then Sudden Spinnerets. Target creature gets +1/+3 until end of turn. Put a reach counter on it, and then you get to also untap it. So that's pretty good. Welcome to the stream. Got 5 of you in here. Another first card is Migratory Greatthorn. It's a 3/4 mutate. When this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. That is awesome. I do have issues getting the proper mana, because I did build a 5-tone mutate deck at one point. Just wasn't getting the right mana for the right cards, or the right mana for the cards that I had in my hand to be able to play. So that'll actually be pretty good to have in my deck. And then Raking Claws. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn, or you can cycle this card. 2 mana costing. It's pretty good. I like that. Might go in my Gabo deck. Get my little dinky Gabos double strike. And then the common card. Alright. What's the big card for this pack? Dirge Bat. Already got this one. 3/3. Flash and Flying. Flash allows you to play it as an instance card instead of a normal card, a creature card. So you can play it on your opponent's turn. It has Mutate. When this creature mutates, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. I use that one in my Mutate deck a lot. A lot. Especially if I'm falling behind, I take out their biggest creature. So, alright. Not a bad pull. And we got some new cards that we didn't have already. Coria. Alright, 4 new firsts in this pack. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard. If that creature or planeswalker dies this turn, exile it instead. Pretty good. Momentum Rumbler. It's a 3/3. Whenever Momentum Rumbler attacks, if it doesn't have first strike, put a first strike counter on it. Whenever Momentum Rumbler attacks, if it has first strike, it gains double strike until end of turn. That's pretty cool. I love it. It's a dino. It's a badass looking dino. I want to see a paladin take that dude out. That'd be amusing. I like that. That's actually pretty cool. I love its little abilities. And then we got, what is it, Migratory Greatthorn? Another one, so it's a 3/4 with the mutate. When this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. So that's 2 now that I'll have in my mutate deck. And then Wilt, destroy target artifact or enchantment, or cycle it. We've gotten this one earlier, I believe. No, that's the first time. So we got another card that also destroys either target artifact or enchantment from another pack. Fertilid? Fertilid? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, Fertilid enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Pay a force and a color to remove a +1/+1 counter from Fertilid. Target player searches their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. Good for landfall. 2 free cards. Alright, now the first is Excavation Mole. It's a 3/3 with trample. When Excavation Mole enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. They should have had a different name for mill when it mills yourself. Because mill used to be any target, any player. You choose a player. Now mill is choose a player, or sometimes it's just mill yourself. And then we got Coordinated Charge. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn, and you get to cycle it. And the last big card for this pack is Colossification. Enchanted creature. Enchant creature. When Colossification enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +20/+20. What? What? 7 mana costing, and a creature you enchant gets +20/+20? Tell me that is a banned card. Oh, but it's no, never mind. When enchanted creature enters, when Classification enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. So that's kind of a dick move. That's really a dick move. Oh no, because it doesn't stay tapped. So it just doesn't get to do anything that first turn. Damn. Okay. So you have to tap the creature to start with. But he gets +20/+20. But then on the next turn you untap him, and now he's a minimum of 21/21. Holy shit, that was a good one. Was that a first? And it was a first, and it's a rare. I'm thinking a green deck might be coming in play. Oh. An elf deck? Make a little 1/1 elf token? Be a 21/21? I don't know. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. That's going to be... I'm excited now. I want to... Ooh. Alright, guys. What pack do we open up next? What's that? Theros Beyond Death, or we're going to open up Zendikar Rising? What do you guys want to see next? You got an enchantment deck? What colors? Alright, Zendikar. We got Zendikar so far. Anybody else have an opinion? Pure green enchantment deck? Hell yeah. They work out well. Alright, so it looks like we're going to open up Zendikar. I've opened up a lot of Zendikar. Oh my... Okay, I've opened up so many packs of Zendikar already. And the fact that I got 5 new firsts, cards I don't even have yet for Zendikar. Dang, today was a good day. Today was a good day for these packs. Alright, so the first one is Merfolk Windrobber. It's a 1/1 flying. Whenever Merfolk Windrobber deals combat damage to a player, that player mills a card. Sacrifice Merfolk Windrobber, draw a card, activate only if an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Nice. Another first is Spikefield Hazard. It's a dual card, so if you play it one way, it's a land for 1 mountain. Or it's an instant card. Spikefield Hazard deals 1 damage to any target. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. It's good because I'm watching it. You do have some pretty good luck when it comes to random cards, dice. Really good luck with dice. You pulled some good cards too. Alright, Drana's Silencer. It's a 3/2 vampire rogue. When Drana's Silencer enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures in your party. I want a party deck. There's so many... Looking through, I wasn't really liking this block I wasn't finding anything that seemed interesting to me. And now, actually getting to see a lot of the cards and looking online and looking through the sets and seeing what cards are in there, what kind of abilities they got. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm liking it. There's party deck I want to build. Landfall deck. The only one that I'm not real thrilled about is the instance and sorcery ones. It's like a red-blue most of the time. There are some for other colors, but I'm not real big on it. I mean, there's some good cards and there's some good decks out there, but I'm just not real big on it. Next card, Ardent Electromancer. It's a 3/2. When Ardent Electromancer enters the battlefield, add 1 mana for each creature, 1 mountain for each creature in your party. Okay, so that's the first. I have another one that does the same thing, except for instead of a mountain, it's a different color type. So, party. So your party consists of up to 1 each of Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, and Wizard. So you just build decks with party, and then they only have Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, and Wizard. In all 5 colors. The best way I've seen it to get a full party is to have a 5-tone deck, because looking through all the cards, there are no white rogues. With party, at least. There are white rogues that don't have the party effect, but if you're building a party deck, there are no white rogues. And then there's no swamp clerics. There's no forest wizards, I believe. And there's no island warriors, I believe. I think that's right. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's right. Next card is Expedition Healer. It's a 2/2 with Vigilance. Expedition Healer has lifelink as long as you control another cleric. So if you build a cleric deck or something like that. I don't know, I like building with a theme. Some form of theme. Whether it's the creature type, whether it's like a cleric deck or a rogue deck, whether it's a Vigilance deck, lifelink deck. I build a theme around something. So all the cards in the deck will have something to do with that. Specifically the creatures. And then I try to pick instance and sorcery cards, artifacts, enchantments that would benefit those type of creatures. Disenchant, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Another first for this set. And then Adventure Awaits. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card into your hand this way, draw a card. Pretty good. So either way, you get a benefit out of it, just in case, you know, you don't get a creature of the top 5 cards, or it's just not a creature you want at the time. And then the big card for this pack is Kargon Intimidator. Damn, fuck, Intimidator? Yeah, Intimidator. It's a 3/1. Cowards can't block warriors. Cowards? There's cowards? Pay 1. Choose one of the following. Choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. So Kargan Intimidator gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Target creature becomes a coward until end of turn. Oh, okay. And target warrior gains trample until end of turn. That's pretty cool. I like that. It only costs a colorless to choose one of those. And if you got the land and you're not using it, you can use all 3 abilities. Nice. Each turn. Nice. So that was another pretty good set. We ended up with 6 first cards for this pack, even though I've gotten a lot of them. Unlocked a bunch, or a few, bought a lot of Zendikar. A lot of the mechanics that I like are in Zendikar. I believe it's the final pack for this Zendikar. Got 4 firsts again. How? Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's a great day. First card is Relic Golem. It's a 6/6. Relic Golem can't attack or block unless an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Pay 2 colorless, tap it, target player mills 2 cards. So we're getting a lot of mill cards. And I definitely wanted a mill deck originally. Not sure Want one? No. I don't pay attention when I'm grabbing mill cards and end up milling myself, not paying attention. No bueno for me. But I do like milling myself when I'm playing my mutate deck. I got a big creature in there that when he enters the battlefield, I could pull up to 10 cards if they're all 1/1 cards. Up to 10 mana costing, equal of 10 mana costing. So pull 5 2/2s, a 5 2 mana costing cards, or 1 5 mana costing card, and a 3 mana costing card, and a 2 mana costing card, and get to put it on the battlefield for free, as long as it's in my graveyard. So that's a pretty good card. And then Relic Axe. When Relic Axe enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. If it's a warrior, it gets +2/+1 instead. So we just got that big warrior. And we got a card that allows you to search for... Oh, this isn't a relic though, is it? It's just Relic Axe. That's a pretty good card. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Chilling Trap. Target creature gets -4, -0 until end of turn. If you control a wizard, draw a card. Alright. Cool. Raza Brew. It's a 3/3. Control warrior. Big dumb baby. Utility Knife. When Utility Knife enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. I might have to build an equipment deck. I haven't had one of those in a while. Last time I had an equipment deck, it's when I back a ways. I had a core deck. The cores kept getting bigger and bigger. Core creatures kept getting bigger and bigger for each equipment I had out on the battlefield. Ghoul Draws Mucklord. It's a 2/3. When Ghoul Draws Mucklord dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So another card you could just sacrifice. Or, you know, constantly be attacking with and hoping your opponent blocks and kills it. Then Shepherd of Heroes is a 3/4 flying. When Shepherd of Heroes enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life for each creature in your party. I do believe I already have that one, right? Yeah. So, your max party is 4, so when he enters the battlefield, if you have 4 members in your party, you just gained 8 life. Pretty good. Are getting a lot more party cards, so I might be building a party deck. Alright, and the last big card for this pack, for this Zendikar packs, is a free mythic. Our choice of a mythic rare. So, it's actually pretty good. At least we did get a rare, and it's a card we may or may not have wanted. So, 7, 10, 12. We got 10 free cards we get to choose whatever we want. So this can help us build a deck and test it out. So, yeah. Alright. On to the last packs for this. Theros Beyond Death. I have opened 1 pack. So. And pretty much every card is a first. Starting off, we already have an uncommon wild card, so we got another one. Alright, Cling to Dust. Exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, you gain 3 life. Otherwise, draw a card. And then you can escape it for 1 swamp, 3 colorless. Exile 5 other cards from your graveyard. Escape, you just cast this card from your graveyard for its escape cost. And then you exile it. So you could, in essence, play it twice. And then it gets exiled. I have come across an exile deck. Not the way I thought exile would be played. Dude was smart. He was just crazy ridiculous with it. So he was playing cards. He was exiling his own cards, not even my cards. And then exiling cards from his graveyard using escape. And then he had a creature out there and an enchantment out there that any cards that he exiled that turn, he could bring most of them back. And either back into his hand or back onto the battlefield. So it was crazy ridiculous. I was trying to figure out what he was doing. I thought he was like a bot player, was still trying to learn the game or something. Nah, he had a strategy, and that strategy worked for him really well. It was a good... I stayed the whole way. I don't like people... I don't have any creatures available, whether they're tapped or I don't have any out. I don't have any land on tapped or I don't have any cards in my hand, and they still send everything at you. That's a dick move. That's basically like teabagging. Yeah, it's whatever, fine. You know, some people do that. I do teabagging in games at some points sometimes. But normally it's when you've agitated me in the game. A lot of people do it. I will freaking leave game if you do it. It's pointless. You know, whatever. But I stayed. He did it. He was doing it to me, and I stayed anyways. It was just... the way that deck worked was amazing. I loved it. So... alright, on to Moss Viper. It's a 1/1 Death Touch. Oh, you're pretty colored too. And your egg was pretty... oh no, that's a helmet. Oh shit. Oops. Yeah, Roman helmet. Is that a Roman helmet? I think that's a Roman helmet. Yeah. Alright, 1/1 Death Touch. Pretty card. Stampede Rider is a 2/3 with trample. At the beginning of each combat, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Stampede Rider gets +1/+1 until end turn, which then turns it into a 3/4. Pretty good. Love trample. They've actually got another trample mechanic. Kind of different. It's kind of like the mill. Like, mill used to be just you mill your opponents, or any target you choose. But now it's also, you can also end up milling yourself. Trample used to be just no, that card actually just gives your creature trample without actually giving it trample. And there are some instance and sorcery cards that do the exact same thing that have trample in essence, because you do 6 damage to a 4/4 creature, the remaining damage will still go to their life total. So, alright. Setessan Skirmisher? It's a 2/1 Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, Setessan Skirmisher gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Constellation is this trigger. This ability triggers when an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control. Obviously, it states it already in there, but just so everybody knows what Constellation is. And then we've got Glory Bearers. It's 3/4. Whenever another creature you control attacks, it gets +0/+1 until end of turn. Beefs them up a little bit, so maybe they won't die. So that's pretty good. And then Thrill of Possibility. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card, but you get to draw 2 cards. It's pretty good. I actually use that a lot. Or not a lot. I use that from time to time, actually, discarding a card. Especially if it's a card I'm not going to use, can't use, or a lot of times I actually discard mana because I have so much mana already that I don't need that extra mana to be played, so... And then the first big card of these packs is Shadow Spear, legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has trample and lifelink. Pay 1 colorless. Permanents your opponent's control lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. That is amazing. So you get trample and lifelink and +1/+1, and then if you pay a colorless, just pay any mana, and your opponent's permanents lose all hexproof and indestructible for the turn. That could come in handy. I like that. That's awesome. That was actually a good pull. I'm excited about that one. Alright. Next pack. 4 new ones. And we got another common card. So the first one is Rise to Glory. Choose one or both. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and return target aura card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty good. Clothis's Design? Creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is your devotion to green. I normally always have a pure green deck, specifically because of green, and I normally have a pure white deck because that's the first time I ever seen Devotion was in white in Plains decks, white decks. So that might go in my forest deck. Alright, Triumphant Surge. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater, and you gain 3 life. Hell yeah. Get rid of that big guy. And gain that life. Final Death. Exile target creature. Flamoxed Cyclops is a 4/4 with reach. Whenever 2 or more creatures your opponents control attack, Flamoxed Cyclops can't block this turn. What? 2 or more creatures your opponent controls attack. He can't block. Everybody that I know of, well, everybody that I've played against, unless they're scared to lose some of their cards they don't want to lose, always attack with most of their creatures, with at least 2 creatures. Very few times have I come across people where they don't want certain cards killed and will only attack with 1 creature. Interesting. Heliod's Pilgrim? I don't know. It's a 1/2. When Heliod's Pilgrim enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an aura card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle. So it looks like this is going to be the deck with all the enchantments, or the aura cards, and stuff like that. So it might be an interesting concept. And the big card for this pack is Ox of Agonist. 4/2 Mythic Rare. Damn, that was loud. When Ox of Agonist enters the battlefield, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. You can then escape this card for 2 mountains. Exile 8 other cards from your graveyard. So you have to pay the 2 mountains and exile 8 other cards from your graveyard. Ox of Agonist escapes with a +1/+1 counter on it. So, when it's in your graveyard, you pay 2 mountains, exile 8 other cards from your graveyard, and you bring him back out onto the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, making him a 5/3. Interesting. Alright, pretty cool. Love the artwork. It's pretty good artwork there. Huh. Alright, and the final pack for this is almost a full pack of do not have cards. So first card is Farika's Spawn, 3/4, has an escape cost of 1 swamp and 5 colorless, and you have to exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. Farika's Spawn escapes with 2 +1/+1 counters on it, and when it enters the battlefield this way, each opponent sacrifices a non-Gorgon creature. It's basically Medusa, according to the art. The art is Medusa, dumbass. If it was a Medusa card, it would like stop him from attacking, and couldn't untap. It would just tap him and not be able to untap. All right, next card is Destiny Spinner. It's a 2/3 enchantment creature, and creature and enchantment spells you control can't be countered. Interesting. 1/4 is 3 colors, and target land you control becomes an XX elemental creature with trample and haste until end of turn, where X is the number of enchantments you control. It's still a land. I did find out, unless it's only for MTG Arena, that if you make one of your lands a creature, and it dies, so does your land. It goes to the graveyard. I don't know if that's an actual thing. I thought it was at one point, but I didn't know if they changed it or not. So that's a pretty good card. Minus the fact you could possibly lose a land. And then Omen of the Hunt. Oh, that's really good artwork. It has flash. It's an enchantment that has flash. When Omen of the Hunt enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Pay a forest, 2 colorless, sacrifice Omen of the Hunt, and then you get a scry too. So this would be good in a landfall deck. Because a lot of the creatures in landfalls get bigger if a land enters the battlefield. So if it's your opponent's turn, you pop that enchantment, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, land enters your battlefield, Your creatures get bigger, helps you defend easier. I like it. Love it. I love landfall. Return to nature. Choose one. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or exile target card from a graveyard. There are cards that I've seen that if I exile one of your cards, I have until the end of this turn to play that card on my side of the battlefield. There's a lot of new mechanics that are new. I haven't been playing Magic for like 3 years, and there's so many new mechanics already. It's crazy. Chain to memory. Target creature gets -4, -0 until end of turn, and then you get a scry 2. Scrying. So you look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them on the on the bottom of your library, and the rest on the top in any order. So scry, basically whatever the scry is, looking at the top cards of your library with whatever number is said. So like this is scry 2, so you look at the top 2 cards of your library, and then you get to put any number of them either on the bottom or the top of your deck in any order. So if you don't like the next 2 cards you're getting, you throw them both on the bottom of your deck. If you like the one that's coming next, but not second, you can put that one on top and the other one on the bottom, so forth and so forth. I like scry. Can help out with some, what do you call it? Shit. Lost my train of thought there. Tactics. Oh, we got another Omen. So we already have Omen of the Hunt. This time we have Omen of the Forge. Enchantment Flash. When Omen of the Forge enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. And if you pay a mountain and 2 colorless, you get you can sacrifice Omen of the Forge and scry 2. So it's a lot of scrying. That's pretty good. And then we got Thirst for Meaning. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an enchantment card. So that was one of the cards that I was talking about. We got a card that was similar to that, only it was draw the 4 and discard 2 unless you discarded an instance or sorcery, whatever it was. So the last big card for this pack is Nessian Boar, a 10/6. All creatures able to block Nessian Boar do so. Whenever Nessian Boar becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller draws a card. Interesting. Alright, so that was all of the packs that we have. We did get quite a few new cards, and we did end up getting 4 common cards that we could choose any common we want, 5 uncommon that we want, 4 rare that we want, and 2 mythic rare. So we got a pretty good haul overall, choosing any cards we want, and then also got quite a few good cards in there. So this deck gets destroyed. That was just earlier to complete a challenge. Alright, so I want to take a look at stuff. Yeah. Hold up. Okay. See? Everything, all of these are all highlighted because they're all new. We got a shit ton of new cards. Damn, how many pages is this of new cards? And we're not even done. Hold up. Oh, so they're not all new. Some are just, it's new because we got it and haven't seen it, but already had cards of it. Okay. So yeah, there was quite a few. So there was at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. 68 cards that we did not have when we started today. All new ones where we just collected. Not ones that we already had some of, but literally new cards. Alright, so type in party. Gonna go up here, make sure it's all the standard. Hit OK. We're gonna look at all the new card or all colors. So I now have actually not very many more new ones with party being part of it. So we have 2, 6, 8, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. Not enough yet to build a party deck. A full-on party deck. What was some of the other ones that I was looking at? Let's take a look, see how many more. Yeah, see, I don't have very many dwarves. 7, 10, 15, 16. So 16 dwarves. Landfall. So got a full page of landfall now. So I can make it a 4-tone right now. I have been playing red, black, green only because, and I don't have no other black cards, but Nissa, or Nissa, but this Planewalker actually has a landfall ability. So whenever a land enters the battlefield and you control, you're gonna put a loyalty counter on her every time I play a land. Most of the time when I build landfall decks, I am playing most of the time like 3 land a turn. And then I also started, because they don't have the dual lands like they used to, where you had to pull a land up to be able to play it. It comes into play tapped, and then when you tapped it, it produced both of the colors. But now they got cards where it allows you to return target permanent to its owner's hand, or return target land card to their owner's hand. And I always choose myself and just pull up a land, replay it. Pull up a land, replay it. Pull up a land, replay it. Making landfall go off constantly. Okay, so landfall wasn't anything good there. Mutate. Definitely got some more mutate in. Looks like blue, black, green, one little red one, one little white one. I may end up doing a 5-tone and just have do a dual land of a plane, a dual land of a mountain, and then just have an extra couple little basic land cards for them. Gabos. Goblin. All the goblins in my deck are cards that I have, which actually doesn't seem like a lot, even though I have a Gabo deck. That's not all the Gabos I have. That's not all the goblins I have. Because I don't have my goblins that you guys saw earlier that gives all my other goblins +1/+1 in here. The Gabo that allows, when I play it for 4 or 3, whatever it is, I get to produce 2 1/1 Gabos. Interesting. What was another mechanic that I was talking about and looking at? Oh, Magecraft is the one that I don't really care for. Does anybody remember? Where did it go? Yeah, that's the one of the cards that I want to play. What up? Just finished opening all the packs. Ended up with 60 or 70 new cards that I had never gotten. Got what, 9, 10, 15 cards that I could choose whatever I want. Varying between the common, uncommon, rare, mythic, rare. Looking at different mechanics. Gonna build a deck, I think. I'm trying to find the mechanic I was talking about earlier that I'm not seeing now, and I don't remember what color it was. Does anybody remember the mechanic I was talking about? Where'd it go? Each creature you control gets +1/+0 for each time it has attacked this turn. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. At the beginning of that combat, untap all creatures you control. I might do a red-green landfall deck. Or build a menace deck. Those things are a pain in the ass. Did get quite a few good cards. Alright, so should we try to do red-green landfall? Oh yeah, you want to see that enchantment? Yeah, I got a great enchantment card. It's an aura. Bam! Classification. Enchant creature. When a classification enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +20/+20. And it doesn't stay tapped. It's just tapped for that turn. You untap it, so you have a minimum of a 21/21 creature. Ah. I'm thinking red-green landfall. Okay, so let's go here so we can see all the cards that we don't have collected either. Green cards. There's a lot of green cards that allow you to give them like trample or haste or first strike and untap that creature. Yeah, it fits well with green. So did not collect it so we can see which ones we also don't have. And build a landfall deck real quick. So the little orange outline here says I have at least that many. If it doesn't, I don't have it yet. So I already have one of him. What is that? Phylith World Sculptor enters the battlefield, create a 0/1 green plant creature token for each basic land you control. So this would be, I would have 2. And then landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, put 4 +1/+1 counters on target plant you control. So on average, those plant creature tokens, as long as they don't die right away, will be 12, 13 plant creatures. Yeah, I know. That's why I went to put the ones that even I don't have instead of just the ones I have, so that I could see what they are and possibly add, because I've got 4 commons I can choose, 5 uncommons I can choose, 4 rares, and 2 mythic rares. So, and yeah, probably do this one for sure in there, and maybe a second one. Oh, it's legendary. So I'd only be able to have one of her out at a time anyways. I think all planeswalkers are legendary anyways. But every time a land enters the battlefield with her, I get to increase her loyalty by 1 every time a land enters the battlefield. Nisa went landfall instead of Elven. It's crazy. Alright, so there's not a lot of red. There's just these 5 and then the 2 dual. Technically 3 dual. But he's banned, I believe, from standard. So I already have 2 of those, so I could buy 2 more of those. And it's a 1 mana costing card, and every time I play a land, it becomes a 2/3. No, first time I play it becomes a 2/3. If I play a second land, he's now a 4/5, so forth and so forth. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +2/+2, so it becomes a 5/3, and so forth each time. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Yeah, I have. I think I did. Yeah, it's already marked. So, yeah, I guess that one's not. There's one that is, though. That is banned. At the beginning of your end step, if there are cards exiled with Valka Exploration, put them into their owner's graveyards. Then Valka Exploration deals that much damage to each opponent. Every time I play a land. And I can play those lands or those cards that are exiled for free on my side of the battlefield. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, Spitfire Lagak deals 1 damage to each opponent. Morog Fury of Alcom. Each creature you control gets +1/+0 for each time it has attacked this turn. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. At the beginning of that combat, untap all creatures you control. So basically getting 2 attack phases each time. Each turn. Shit, it could be more than 2 attack phases. If this guy survives long enough, I can, drop 5 land and in essence have 6 attack phases before my opponents get to attack or do anything. That might be good. When Skyclave Pickaxe enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, equipped creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. And then whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, add 1 mana of any color. And then either land or whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If you control 6 or more lands, create a token that's a copy of Scoot Swarm instead. Whenever create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If you control 6 or more land, you get to create him repeatedly. And then Territorial Scythe Cat. 2/1 trample. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on him. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, he gets +2/+2. Obviously, the +1 is untapped target land you control. You may have it become a 3/3 elemental creature with haste and menace until end of turn. It's still a land. And if I subtract 5, you may put a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control onto the battlefield from your hand or graveyard with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. And then Brushfire Elemental can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. It's a 1/1 with haste, and whenever a land enters the battlefield, he gets +2/+2. This is the green plant creature token for each basic land I control, which if I build a red-green, it'll only have 2 mana. So it'll be 2 green, 0/1 green plant creature tokens. But every time I play a land, they get 4 +1/+1 counters, those 2 plant creature tokens. And any other plant creature I control. So, which is just those tokens. Do we do it? Do we do a green-red deck? Alright, before we get started with this, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. Alright guys, so before I do that, no, 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 no. Search the library for a basic land card. Reveal it, put it into your hand. I might do a couple of those. Oh, because it's an enchantment. I don't want the creatures. No. 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 Where is it? Probably actually, because this will... Well... No, I won't need that. The cultivate. I will probably grab a couple of those. Allows me to search my library for 2 basic land, and then reveal those. Put 1 on the battlefield tap, landfall. Other into my hand. Search my library for a basic forest card and put it onto the battlefield tap. Then shuffle my library. So there's that. So let's go ahead and put 2 of these and 2 of these in there for now. Definitely putting him in there, and we can actually create another one if we want to. What is it? Green red is what I'm going with. So let's go over to the green red. None. All right, so we got 5. Do we buy another one of these? Do we craft another one of these just to have an extra one? I think we do. No! Shit! Wrong one. And then let's go find cultivate. These aren't in alphabetical order. We'll add 2 more of these. No, we'll add another one of these, so I'll have to craft one of those. And then we'll add another one of these. And then... I'll add 2 of those, because that'll give us trample. Do we add 2 of those and double the power of target creature? I know we got some pretty good red instance and sorcery enchantment cards. Crush through. What are you? Common? How many of those do I have? And how many have I done yet? I'm already at 10 cards added to the deck. So let's now just go to landfall. Change out the instant sorcery artifact. Let's do that. That and that. That ain't all the creatures. That ain't everything. So let's just remove all of this. Did we lose? Cards? I thought we had more than that. Didn't we just have more than that for landfall? Alright, so we're going to have a little bit of a problem here. Let's go ahead and craft all these. See what we got left. 4 common, 4 uncommon, 3 rare, 2 mythic rare. So I can craft an extra one of these two. Just to have them. And then I've got 3 rares. One more rare. Do we add another Pylith or a Lotus Cobra? Do we create more green plant creature tokens, and then every time a land enters the battlefield, they get 4+1/+1 counters, or extra mana of any color every time a land enters the battlefield? He's a legendary, so I might just do an extra one of him. Because you can only have one of these out at a time. These 3 here. Okay, let's just wait on that, actually. Let's see what else we can... Let's add all of these in. Okay, so I get 7 more cards, and I technically only have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I have 15 creatures. So let's double up on some of these creatures. What do I got left? A rare, 4 common, 4 uncommon. So I can create 2 more of them. And then do I create... Right? Then I get 5 more cards. So I could create 3, 5. 3 and 1. Right? That'd be the last of the commons. And then I'm still 1 card shy. And I can either do a rare or an uncommon. So it's either between the Skyclave Pickaxe, which attached to a target creature's equipment, obviously. And then whenever a land enters the battlefield, that creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Or do I create... Is it the rare? A Lotus Cobra, and every time a land enters the battlefield, I get to add 1 mana of any color I choose. What would be more beneficial, do you guys think? Maybe this? Because all the other creatures, for the most part, are already getting bigger. anyways. I think we're going to do that. Leaving me with 2 uncommons. Alright. And then we're going to hit done. Oh, wait, what'd you do? You added 3 swamp. Fair, I got ways to be able to produce that swamp. Plus I have cards that allows me to pull basic land. So yeah, that should be good. Alright, so we're gonna... Okay, just make sure that wasn't the issue. We're gonna go ahead and test this deck out in standard rank. See how we do. Super excited, guys. Wow, started with a swamp and 2 mountain. No bueno, no bueno. Mulligan. Alright. The least amount of mana in my deck is swamp, and I've pulled it twice. We're gonna have to try. Keep 6. And probably put one of them back. We'll put that back. Hello. Hey, you got the blue one. Green one's prettier. Gonna go ahead and play my 4s. Well, at least I have one of all 3 land. So then we're gonna play that. A 1/3, and every time a land enters the battlefield, I gain life. Go ahead and play the swamp. And then we'll go ahead and do field trip. Search your library for a basic land card. Put that card onto the battlefield, tap, and then shuffle. So... don't have anything else for the land. Do that. Another land into the battlefield. I gain life. And fuck it. See what happens. We trade. You just don't want me getting any more life. But you don't know, I have another one. Oh, so you have an adventure deck, whereas I have a landfall deck, and I drew another one. So, we're going to go ahead and do this. And then we're also going to go ahead and do this. And then we're going to play a land to gain 2 life. We got plenty of mana, or health. Even if he hits. Play an adventure card. Nice. What is it? Whenever target gains +2/+1 against flying until end of turn. Okay, cool. Alright, so both cost 3. You put him out there. We're not going to attack because we're going to die. And then I'll play that next turn, which gave me 2 life, plus make him a 5/3 with trample. Okay, so boom, gain plus. Plus he gets +2, +2. Boom. Drop it, more life. +2, +2. And attack. Either kill something or do damage to you. Either way, I've already pretty much reached. Oh! Nice. Right off the bat. Oh. No attacks. Now I'm gonna have to start blocking. That's it. This was a fast game. Not a fast game, but. Yeah, this is the game. I'm not gonna be able to get it up live. Now let's see what he does. You only need to send him, and one other creature. And that is... boom. Not okay, man. Not okay. I have no cards in my hand. Alright. Well, first run didn't go so well. Couldn't get nothing out fast enough. Alright. We're gonna get rid of that. So I can keep all that land. Alright, we're starting off hot. I got it back anyway, so it didn't matter. Nice. Alright. I think he built a haystack. Exactly what he did. No, there's cards. You were counting on that. Okay. Damn, man. So that's game. He won. That was quick. Hi, beautiful. Pointless, dude. Pointless. Magic has the least respect for each other of all games. Personal opinion. Unless somebody can tell me a good, viable reason for attacking with everything when either A, your opponent doesn't have nothing in their hand, so they obviously can't do nothing to prevent the damage or to kill off your creatures, or you have all your land tapped, you can't play nothing, and I had one creature and it was tapped because I had just attacked. If you give me a viable, good explanation for why you would attack with everything, I will stop conceding when people are being assholes like that. Alright, well, I got the pig card, but... What the? Because I have that, nope. Alright, what the snickerdoodle schnit is this? Keep 5. You're going back into the deck, and you're going back into the deck. Hello, good stuff. Hello, lots of J's. Unless their quest is attack with X amount of creatures. I have yet to ever have that quest. It's normally play spells or kill X amount of creatures. Yeah, I shaved off the, I just used the trimmers. I didn't actually do a full I've never had that one. That's interesting. Oh well, I'll have to find out. I'll have to do it on somebody else. Oh, shit! Three more turns. And you're gonna be pissed. Yeah. I mean, if you have to overkill because you don't have, like, there's a possibility, send one extra creature, just in case. Oh shit! What did he do there? Deal damage equal to. Oh, you're a doo-doo head. Was that 6? So next turn, if I get a land, I can equip him to him? He goes on the battlefield. I need a swamp. That are equal to the number of lands you control onto the battlefield from your hand or graveyard with 2+1/+1 counters on it. Oh, he's drawing a lot of cards. Okay. No blocks. Go ahead. Pop me for that 6. You had something big in there just in case. Oh. First time I didn't start with a swamp, by the way. I'm doing it. $21-23. You gonna kill it now? He just highlighted over my creature. What the fuck? Oh. I was muted this whole time, son of a bitch. Only keeping it because I can play him, play another land, and chances are by the time I get to play him, I'll have already drawn. I've already drawn another land. Hopefully, something besides fours. Got enough to play him now. So that'll be the first time I get to play him, if I survive. Oh, what the shit? Oh, that's just me. You understand your life total that you can afford to sacrifice. Plus one counter on attacking creature and untap it. Lifelink. Wait. What? It produced 4? 6? Oh! For each basic land. Oh. These things, these 6 are about to become a 4/5. Here's the question now. Do I be an asshole and play that this turn? Or do I go ahead and play that, gain some life? I think I'm going to attach that to him. first things first. Oh, but it only does it for one of them. Shit. He's looking at the he's looking at it now. What the hell did he just do? Doesn't matter, I will now sacrifice these plants since I now know that bitch! And I would have gone the cocky. Thought I had it. I got a couple of these, and I need something else, I can. Babe, stop. Hey, it's illegal to abuse kids. Don't do it. Out. I'm gonna do my own land. It's gonna be a bitch to get that back down to little life, and I'm only at one. Just because you're tall doesn't mean you can't fall off the bed. Yes, I'm sure. I fall off the bed. And if she's almost as tall as me, then... I'll get it. Damn, I thought we had that one too. They're wearing you out, but it sounds like you're doing things to them, so... Are you sure you're not wearing yourself out? I have swamp is the least amount of mana in this deck. 1, 2, 3. And there's only 4 or 5 swamps. Whoa! Yo, bastard! No! See, if I actually would have looked at that card, I would have actually learned when I played that card. Damn. Pissing me off. Man. This person. Come at me, bro. You only got it till it's turn. just like no other. Just because you were nice about it, we're gonna block the little guy. And we'll let the little beetle do it. He's done all the work. So far, this landfall deck is everything and nope. Oh, and everything. Gotten close a couple of times, but haven't actually won one. After this match, if I get that mana issue again, I'm going to go in and change the mana. And I don't like that you can't have more than a 60 card deck, either. Because even in standard, it's legal to have over 60 cards. How'd you get that pet? I want that pet! I want! Can't gang block me, but I will probably kill that one off so you don't. That's pretty island. They got red, white, blue? We won one! Oh! Oh, do we save the coins or would you go ahead and buy a pack real quick? Let's buy a pack. What pack do we buy? Which pack are we buying? Any opinions? Green one? This one? Zendikar? Alright, what do we get out of it? Oh, some more firsts. Sign on the Swarm. It's a 3/3 with flying. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Sign on the Swarm. Nice. Skyclave Shadowcat. It's a 3/3. Pay a swamp and a colorless. Sacrifice another creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on Skyclave Shadowcat. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, draw a card. Hagra Constrictor. Hagra Constrictor enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has Menace. 2/2 Expedition Healer, 2/2 Vigilance. Expedition Healer has lifelink as long as you control another cleric. Kabara Outrider is a 3/3. When Kabara Outrider enters the battlefield, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature in your party. Kazandu Nectropot is a 1/3 landfall. We have this in my landfall deck. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, I gain a life. And Into the Royal has kicker with an island and a colorless, and you return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If the spell was kicked, draw a card. And the big card for it is Nighthawk Scavenger, 1+3 Flying Death Touch Lifelink. Nighthawk Scavenger's power is equal to 1 plus the number of card types among cards in your opponent's graveyard. Cards in graveyards have only the characteristics of their front face. Damn! And it's the first that we got that. That was a good draw. That was a really good draw. Back to play. Let's see. Nighthawk. Yeah. Nightwalker, or Nighthawk. Yes, I think he got me doing now. Alright. Eddie, 326. You, buddy. I wish you good luck. Hopefully, you put up a good fight. I might have to mulligan. I think I'm gonna mulligan. It's like I was waiting on them to finish their turn. Ooh. Twice? Alright. I only get to keep 5 cards though. I'm gonna risk that. Hello, Eddie. Only because I'm about to mess up the goal. Send 2 4 5s at you. See, but now you don't control another creature with power 4 or greater, so you won't get the +1/+1 on that one. Mark my 9 walls. This is gonna hurt a lot. Cool, so we're gonna play this. I get to produce a land type of any choice I wish. Honestly, it doesn't matter, so let's go with blue. Place him. We're not gonna attack him. I guess I could have kept the pressure on him, because that would have been, what, 2? Or dropped it down to 13, and lost a creature. That would be a perfect time to get my guy that lets me have 2 attack rounds. lost this one again. That's what I should have done instead of building this landfall deck is built my night deck. That would have been smart. There was a lot of cards I wanted out of that night. Thank you. Eddie, it was a pleasure, good sir, getting my ass handed to you. Yeah, it's a red-white deck. Now, question is, what do I play? Night dice, put a +1/+1 counter on target night you control. We'll go ahead and do that. Go with first strike. Yes. Then I can attach that to one of the knights too. I also need some red knights. 5 more cards. Let's go with that so I can at least possibly stay alive. Not a lot of red, but I think he would be more beneficial. Alright, let's test out this red-white knight deck. knew that was a bad setup. Better put you in there because I need 2 planes, and I don't know if I'll start with the button. Why do people have that kind of name? Are they confused? You just have to make a new count every time? How does that, I don't understand. He's getting quite bad. Oh, those are kind of cool looking. Equipped him with +2/+2. Okay, beautiful. Might put that on him anyway. Just to beat him up like this guy. Something 2, 4, 5s. With double strike. Oh, I'm not going to need to now unless he plays another creature. All right, guys, that's it for me, at least for this one. Um, Thanks for coming and hanging out. Thanks for the entertainment, the joy, helping picking out decks that we were gonna purchase and open, hanging out, seeing what we got, the interactions. Love it. Love the support. Thank you guys. Much appreciated. Uh, like I said earlier, I did get my YouTube up, so this stream will actually get posted onto or uploaded into my YouTube channel. Um, that's actually in the description on my Facebook page. The link is, and then I also got Twitter set up. That is just to, if people are on there, they have another way of getting alerted that I'm about to start streaming again. And that one apparently is at gaming underscore Desmond, I believe. Somebody linked it for me earlier. Let's see. My buddy did it. Where is it? Huh. I believe it's also linked to my Facebook. So, thank you guys for the support. If you guys enjoyed the stream, hit that like button, hit that follow button if you're not already. Um, anybody that enjoy it, hit that share button. Share it with them. Bring them on in. Tomorrow we won't be streaming. Maybe I might do a late stream Saturday night. I have some plans during the day that uh, I'm not backing out of. So, and then I will see you guys on Sunday for sure. Sunday we normally do Family Smite. One of the family won't be here for it this time, um, but she's enjoying herself. So, and there was something else. Yeah. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all that support. It's much appreciated. We are getting closer. We're at 53 followers last I checked, out of the 100 that we need. And I will see you guys all. I'm glad you are. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, for sure, on Sunday. Love you guys. Later.